What's going on, Beowulf Nations? I am Beowulf, back at it with another one in my 2018 RXP X 300. Let's see, going which way? I think I head this way. I'm gonna head down to where there's this place called a boathouse in back. I have a half a tank of fuel, so I got plenty of fuel. It's crazy how much more fuel my Sea Doo burns than my Yamaha. My Yamaha, I think I filled them both up at the same time. This is a half a tank, and literally, and this will be my third time taking out since I filled it up. And I've ridden the Yamaha. I think the last time I took the Yamaha yesterday, I didn't even see the fuel gauge even change that I even burned any fuel. If I did, if it was hardly any. It's kind of crazy. But here we got this no wake zone. The crazy thing going on, there's like an aerial flooding going on. Maybe not so much here. I did drive by the Waccamaw River. It is flooding. You can tell the water's, it's a little high. But out here, gonna let it rip. If you haven't seen the video, I installed a Works Racing intake grate that greatly improved all around riding of my RXP X 300. So if you haven't checked out that video, the install video, check it out. And also to check out the last riding video where I was just ripping it with this thing. Man, it was nice. This is kind of a newer spot. I've ridden here in the past, but not launching from this spot. So I've now launched here a couple times. I kind of like this spot. It's a little bit different. Probably you see more people. The one thing when I go to that other spot, it's just not a lot of people. You know, here it's kind of cool to see people, and it's a lot more traffic, and the scenery is just a lot different too. Coming down through this way, I don't know if the markers are raised or lowered with the water. We'll see if we can reach the top. Oh, almost. Just probably 2 or 3 feet. Probably can reach it. I'm not trying to stand up on the seat. But man, it's moving quick to get out of this no wake zone. Let it rip. The big thing too is when it's like this, where there's aerial flooding, there's just a lot of more debris. So you got to kind of pay attention when you're riding in an area like this. Let's pick up this. What's this? Piece of styrofoam. We'll get that right now. Oh man, why is it so hard to get? There we go. Throw that in there. The big thing to remember when you're out here riding, you know, every day is Earth Day, mind kind of saying, you see some trash, pick it up. I'm already out of the no wake zone, but I'm gonna pick up another piece of whatever it is in front of me. Bigger piece of styrofoam. Look at this one shot. Big piece of styrofoam. Rinsed up. Alright, so we're out of this no wake zone. It's time to let it rip. But always too, like I said, be careful, because there's a lot of like tree branches, logs. So if you're out here riding in some kind of area where there's a chance of seeing stuff, don't be driving like super fast, because the last thing you want to do is suck that up in the intake grate or hit it and crack your hull. So just think of that. I'm not the one telling you not to go quick, but I'm telling you to ride smart. You know, when you're out here, even though these things have brakes, it's not the same like a car. I don't depend on the brakes, because, you know, like when I ride the Kawasaki stand-up, there's no brakes, there's no reverse, there's nothing. It's either you're off, turning it off and gliding, or you're going forward. That's it. So it's kind of like you got to be in that routine, because you might have all these other bells and whistles, and you know the brakes. You know, it's like a car and the brakes. After so many times hitting it, you got to replace the brakes. It's kind of with the braking system too. You got to remember it with Sea Doos. But let's get it going. Get it. Crazy. Those Canadian geese were doing like 40-50 miles per hour. That's unbelievable how fast they are. That's quick. They're moving. Now people can only move that fast. Temperature's gonna drop again. It's supposed to be in like the 70 something tomorrow. Chance of rain. Saw that plane going. It went straight up in the clouds real fast. The one thing nice I'll say, wearing these Jettrim goggles, when I get really sprayed with water, I don't have to shut my eyes. So sometimes what happens when I wear the sunglasses, I have to keep my eyes open to kind of see what's going on, and then I get water in my eyes. It starts irritating my contacts like crazy. I've tried goggles like this, wearing a helmet for today. Plus I just got my side shades, so I figured I'd be a little bit more colder. Kind of keeps the side of my head warm. Whew. Man, you start breathing heavy once you start getting cold. Alright, so I was fighting going up north with the current. I think the current's going south, so we'll try to get a little top speed on it. I don't have much gas. My fuel's low, it's getting lower, so definitely need to start heading back. Otherwise I won't have enough fuel to make it back. past video of me blowing in the mic if you guys can hear better. for whatever reason, with the GoPro Hero 8, you get a little water sprayed on it. And I have a floaty housing by GoPro that's in it, which is, I think I got like 3 mics on the GoPro, something like that, at least 2 or 3. And my old one, my past GoPro Hero, I think it was a Hero 6, 5 or 6, whatever one it was, and it always seemed to really good sound, especially the wind. For whatever reason, this one gets wet and the sound goes bad. Now I have a dive housing that I used when I went to the Cayman Islands. I really don't want to be riding with that all the time, because usually in the past I've used dive housings. The sound could be better, I don't know. It's just a hard thing is every time using it, you got to clean the lens of the GoPro, you got to clean the lens inside the dive housing. The one other thing though, a plus with using the dive housing, is that on the GoPro Hero 8 too, if you weren't aware, the lens is not replaceable. So if you scratch the lens, I mean, the base of the camera is junk. So I guess in a way, the dive housing would be nice, because if you scratch the dive housing, you just go buy another dive housing, and the one I'm using isn't that expensive. So maybe, I don't know, I'll play around with it. I want to curious to see bloat in it, but it is kind of a hassle when the sound does change. If right now even it's changed, I'm sorry, it's not anything I can control. But it may have an update with it. Each camera has its plus. I'd have to say even like the Osmo Action, I do more just filming with that now. It's my go-to filming camera, because I got a whole setup with a Rode external mic and all that stuff. And the funny thing is that the mic wasn't, see, was the Osmo Action, the mic, I think the big thing was the wind noise on it was bad, but then also too, you don't see as much view when you're recording. I mean, there's no perfect camera, so, and you got to remember too, when I'm making these videos, it's kind of, you're putting the camera in the most extreme conditions. There is no real external mic system you can do, because this is getting super wet. I mean, most of these times when I'm carving it, I don't know if you'll realize, it's almost like you just dived in the water. And I mean, you want to make sure the camera works. These cameras aren't cheap. So plus I want to bring the most excitement riding than just going straight, because I think just filming going straight, not doing any little, I don't want to say stunts, but carving and showing maneuver things, I think that's a little bit more exciting with it. But we're back in the snow wake zone. Now it's probably getting close to being where it's dark, so it's time to be bringing her in for the day, for the night. So I'm glad you guys came along for the ride. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Existing subscribers are part of the Beowulf Nation. If you haven't hit the bell notification, hit the bell notification. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for joining the family. Best content jet skiing stuff out there. So that's what my goal is. So hopefully the weather starts warming up where we can start taking out the stand-up, because I think this is the spot for the stand-up. It just needs to get a little bit warmer.